another video. So today we are doing a speed build, and yeah, I had an idea that Rory and Belle would leave their big house to one of the kids and move into a little house or cottage, and I thought it would be cute for them to live in a cottage in Hinford-on-Bagley. So that's what I want to do, and I have a picture for them for a house that I want to try and build. So I'll try and put that on the screen here. And yeah, I'm gonna try and build as close to this picture as I can. But I know that I can't get some of the things, and I don't know if Sims has, like the windows, I don't know if Sims has those windows. But I'll try and get as close as I can. Well, I'm building on this lot here, so yeah. And I want to say sorry to whoever built it, because I hate demolishing their builds, because I just don't like that. But let's just get on into it. So I started just by demolishing the lot and then trying to get a feel for how the house would be. Like this room here, and all that. And I don't know what the one side of it looked like, so I just tried to go off of what I could see in the picture. I tried making the roof and it just didn't work, so I just kept trying, and then I just eventually just deleted it all and left the bottom and went from there. And then the roof was very hard to build because I was trying to get that slim little piece at the bottom and it just wouldn't let me. So I just ended up leaving it. And just continued. This little front bit was the hardest part to get to actually work. It doesn't look exactly like what's in the picture, especially the little A-frame roof at the front, because it's supposed to be smaller and lined up with the A-frame behind it, but it just isn't, so I wasn't sure what to do there. So I just shrunk it. I ended up not liking it, so I just did that. And then that roof there, I wasn't lining up right, so I just left it. And I couldn't find the correct rock wall and the columns to match the picture, so I just went with the closest thing I could find, because there's not a lot of options for a rock fence or stone fence in The Sims, so just did with what I could. And I tried making the wall taller and changing all that, and just the roof wouldn't line up right. So I just put it back to how it was before. And it's very hard to find the correct stone, especially in the same color as the picture. And I made that little room over there a greenhouse, which I think is actually pretty cool. And then this little red bit up at the top is annoying. If I had the red windows like before, it would have worked better. Oh well. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put the stone steps going down there or not, so I just removed it, and then eventually I'll put it back. And then I just kept messing with the porch because I noticed it was covered. So I was trying to cover it, but also I hated how it looked, so I kept changing it. Eventually I just figured I could do that and make it covered. Probably should have, now looking at this, put another roof behind it, but it would have messed up the look of the house, of the roof, the main part. So I just left it like that. Eventually decided to add stairs. Probably could have scooted it back one to match up with the roof, but I didn't. I put these little bushes here because it matched up perfectly. I tried figuring out what windows to put there, and I couldn't find smaller windows. And I wanted to match the picture, but I just couldn't, so I just left it with the 3 window. I made this little pool here, or pond, because I wanted to try out them walking into it and splashing around, and I wanted to put all of these lily pads and all of the creatures like fish and fireflies, dragonflies, swans, ducks. I went crazy with the fireflies, because I never actually realized it, but Sims doesn't have fireflies. And until this cottage living came out, I never realized that. It's kind of like, huh, the Sims are missing out. Because where I live, there's always fireflies and a ton of them. So I wanted to try and show that, so it would have the same feel in Sims as in real life. And this front door was very tricky. I wanted a double door, but couldn't find one to match the green. Eventually I just left this one here. I made a little walk-in area. I made a little nook for the stairs. I really like this little living room here. The little living room looks so cool. And that TV is awesome too. And to go with the TV and the couch kinda. And mainly it was for this little beam that I put here for the kitchen. I made all of the wood in the house kind of lighter colored to match it so it would tie in. I really like that beam. I didn't realize it, but I put island pieces in the kitchen and messed it all up. I was trying to get an island in there so I could put the stovetop on it, but then I just couldn't, so I moved back the windows and made one. And I went with this flooring here that has little bits of blue, and so I was trying to find cabinets that worked with it. And I eventually went with the blue cabinets, so it would tie in the blue of the floor. And so I tried to tie in blue and white in the rest of the house. I tried putting a beam there, and it just didn't look great, so I took it out. The whole greenhouse was a mess because the house is on a foundation. It wasn't really working, so I just left it, and I'm gonna make it into a greenhouse without being on the grass. I am in love with these sinks. I couldn't figure out how it worked at first, then eventually I figured it out. I love that sink. That sink looks awesome. And I'm in love with how that bathroom turned out. It looks really cool. Here I tried to figure out a different way to organize the stairs and what looked better upstairs also, and none of it worked, so I left it how it was. Put a little cat tower over there and made sure to get all the pet stuff. Because this house is for Rory and Belle. And I know they'll have pets, and they're gonna have pets. And they have pets currently, and so when they move into this, they'll need it. And I never noticed all these little bits and pieces that the new pack came with, like that little pot and the tea kettle and the box of blankets and stuff. And it's all adorable. I actually really like this pack because it's kind of got that homey feeling and all that. And then these little green things are annoying me because they're not the same color as the green of the outside, but oh well. In Italian red, I used the red flower boxes on the window. And then light wood table to match it, and I found chairs to match it too. To match in the blue. And I had to put the rabbit and bird house somewhere. So why not? Belle and Rory would like that. And I put these little flower pots here so that they can garden if they want. So why not? There's a swing for Rory. He loves his swings. And the upstairs was very hard to figure out. I was trying to fit a master bedroom with a bath combined into it, and so eventually I just took out that window in the back to make 2 bathrooms in that little back room where I was trying to make the master room. I made the master bedroom here with the bathroom connected, and then a hallway bath right next to it with another smaller bedroom and a activity room. You'll see later, it's where I put like the guitar and painting easel, because they still really like painting even though they haven't done it in a while. And these sinks are awesome too. I kept trying to use these sinks because they were really cool. Gotta have a mat in the bathroom. And this is the guest bedroom. If any of the kids wants to sleep over or something, they can. And I put cross stitching because I feel like Belle or Rory might actually like cross stitching, and it would be cute for them to cross stitch. I wasn't for sure where to put their, now I'm just trying to clutter it a bit, and I wasn't sure where to put their gaming mat that they have, because Belle really likes that, so I put it downstairs next to the greenhouse, which I don't think is a good idea, but oh well. Put a bookcase in their room and a pet bed and picnic basket. And just try to make it more cluttered almost. I don't know. So this is the finished product, and this is what it looks like compared to the picture I was going off of. So the picture versus what it actually looks like. Here's it in different lights too. I'm not 100% sure on why there's that red at the top. It's like, why? But it looks better in the picture than in here because the windows don't have the red to tie it in. So I tried using the flower boxes to help. Love the little pond. Hope that doesn't go crazy and mess up. But, oh well. Little farm, greenhouse, swinging. I want to know what that door does. I like this little wood beam because it separates the dining room from the kitchen. I thought that was cute. Took me forever to decide on the blue kitchen, but then after I did, I was like, ooh, that ties in with the floor. I forgot this lone thing was over here. And then I had to include the gaming pad because everyone, especially Belle, loves the gaming pad. So, living room, little walk-in area, kitchen, dining room, bathroom, greenhouse, some upstairs, Belle and Rory's room, their master bathroom, guest bath, the little activity room. I was thinking of putting a computer in here, but I don't know. And then a guest room, because why not? I wanted to put something in this little nook, but I don't know what, so maybe when they actually move into here I can. Well, let me know how you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!